Hello, everybody. We are back again. This is still the rock deck, and I know somebody called me on calling it rock, and it's not really a rock deck, but I'll give up on that. Everybody else calls it rock, so whatever. I'll concede at that. You can't fight an army. All right, on to the list. Still the same, 60 in the main. Haven't really changed anything. We did go back to the Inquisition in the main. There's been coming up points where it just doesn't matter between the two, and I'm running into sneak show decks every now and then. But to be honest with you, even post board, I'd rather just land the Gaddock Teague and extract out the sneak or the show and tells and call it a day. That doesn't happen very often. Typically, I end up with them with one card in hand. And this will at least save us a little bit of life against the blue-red Delver deck, which is starting to show up a lot more online. Where everybody got the money to pay for Force of Will, I don't know. Moving on to the board. See, we're down to one dismember from two. We're having a little bit of difficulty with control decks, so having the extra dismember isn't going to help that out. It isn't beneficial. It's not the issue with them. And instead, with the aggro decks, like, yes, this is helpful versus elves, it's helpful versus Maverick, it's helpful versus all those things where we can just switch in to kill anything. I've opted instead to add an Elspeth. She's a constant stream of bodies, and if she lands against most of those control decks, the game should just be over. Doesn't work too well with Teague, but seeing as there's 1-1, typically I'll try and land the Teague after I've landed the Elspeth, but if I can get this down beforehand, just as good. Miracle Control has been giving us issues as of late, and probably a little bit earlier, and it's just for the simple fact that this deck is built not to have to fight those slower control decks. This was actually built to fight what was the format a little bit ago. So there may be some backtracking and changing back to the Armageddon list. I'll try and put a link to that in the description if I remember, um, which was the first time that this mana base showed up. So yeah, I'm going to pause this here and I'll be back for round one.